this video, I am going to discuss about the factors affecting NCV. NCV means nerve conduction velocity. So here the some factors, or we can say it is a variables which affect the nerve conduction velocity. The eliminate of this factor as far as possible for reliable and reproducible results. કે જે પણ ફેક્ટર્સ છે જે નો કન્ડક્શન વેલોસિટીને અફેક્ટ કરે છે તો we have to eliminate these all factors so we can get a appropriate result of the NCV. Now there are two variables. The first one is physiological variables or physiological factors, and second is technical factors or technical variables. So in physiological variables, we have three: upper versus lower limb, the age, and the temperature. And in technical variables, also we have three: the stimulating system, the recording system, and inadvertent stimulation of unintended nerves. Let's talk about one by one. First, we see about physiological variables. In that, first is upper versus lower limb. So that means upper limb has more NCV or more conduction velocity rather than the lower limb. Means the median and ulnar nerve NCV is more than the tibial and peroneal nerve. The inverse relationship between height of nerve and NCV means the longer nerve has slow NCV and the shorter nerve has long NCV. So this is the inversely relationship between the height and the nerves of NCV. Okay, so which depends or which affect the NCV. Our nerve is longer, so the NCV is slow, but nerve is shorter, so the conduction of the nerve is large. So this is the another point. Then faster conduction in proximal nerves than the distal. That means in proximal nerves, the NCV value is more than the distal nerve. The second physiological factors, that is age. So NCV in a full-term infant is nearly half of than adult value. Full-term infant after delivery. So in that the NCV value is half than the adult value. As myelination process progress in the infants, it seem like adult at the age of 3 to 5 years. So at the age of 3 to 5 years after the complete myelination process, the value of NCVs in infants seem like adult. NCV is begin to decline at the age of 30 to 40 years. Okay, so nerve conduction velocity ધીમે ધીમે decrease થશે at the age of 30 to 40 years. Third physiological factors, that is temperature. So temperature is directly proportional to NCV. That means if the temperature is lower, the NCV is also slow. If the temperature is increased, the NCV value is also increased. So this is the directly proportional to the NCV. Now the technical variables, in that we have also three. So first is stimulating system. So failure of stimulating system may result in unexpectedly small response. System માં જ પ્રોબ્લેમ હોય તો આપણે જે પણ નવની વેલોસિટી કાઢીએ છીએ તો એના અમાઉન્ટમાં રિસ્પોન્સ જે છે સ્મોલ આવશે ઓર અનએક્સપેક્ટેડલી રોંગ આવશે. સો ફેલિયર ઓફ સ્ટિમ્યુલેશન સિસ્ટમ ઇઝ શન્ટિંગ ઓફ કરંટ બિટવીન એનોડ એન્ડ કેથોડ. કે અપ્રોપ્રિએટ જે મોટર પોઈન્ટ છે, જે મોટરને આપણે ચેક કરવાનું છે ત્યાં સુધી કરંટ જતું નથી, એન્ડ ઇન બિટવીન ઇટ્સ શન્ટ બિટવીન એનોડ એન્ડ કેથોડ આઈધર બાય સ્વેટિંગ or by formation of breach by conducting jelly. Excessive jelly apply કર્યો હોય or the sweating, so which resist the stimulation. So the any stimulating system failure that result in unappropriate NCV value. The second technical variables is recording system. So faulty connection in the recording system may result in errors in spite of optimal stimulation. Optimal stimulation ને બદલે any errors આવશે આપણા રિઝલ્ટમાં because of the connection of the recording system which is wrong or faulty. So this is the second variables. And the last third technical variables, that is inadvertent stimulation of unintended nerves. That means inadvertent stimulation એટલે કે without thinking we have to apply a directly stimulation of any unintended nerves. Okay, so the spread of stimulating current to an adjacent nerve or nerve root under studies frequently, and failure to recognize it result in error in latency measurement. Okay, so without any thinking, without looking any motor point, wherever કોઈ પણ પ્લેસ પર આપણે સ્ટિમ્યુલેશન આપી દઈએ, so that come into a wrong result, so it result in error in latency measurement. The needle electrode are helpful in record from restricted area of a muscle. So any restricted area of muscle in that we want a no conduction. Okay, so during that time we have to use a needle electrode, which is helpful. Thank you.